Hello everyone, welcome you all. Today I am going to start a new series on the API automation using REST Assured. In this session I am going to cover the API automation using a TestNG approach and will be providing you the configuration, setup and writing a test cases and adding the assertion using a REST Assured. And also I will be providing the information on the interview questions which may help you to crack the interviews. So let's get started. In case if you are new to my channel, do subscribe. And before we begin the actual configuration and using REST Assured, we need to understand few terminologies like client server architecture. So we need to understand these two terminologies like client and server. So if you take an example of earlier days where we don't have these computers, so if you wanted to get some information, we need to rely on the radios or the newspapers, where you need to go to the radio station or you have the radio, then you can tune to the respective radio station frequency and you will get the information. And similarly for the papers, if you wanted to get some information on the local area or some weather report, you need to rely on the newspapers. And as the technology growing, so these get replaced by the computers, where it will be helpful to get the information over the internet. So how can we get this information over the internet? So we have two different distinct terminologies called client and server, where server will be a different place and clients are from across the globe, and they will search for information over the internet, and this internet will provide the information on hitting the server and getting the response back. And in a simpler way, we can call as a client a consumer who wants to consume the specific information are called as a clients, and the provider who provides the information are called as servers. So these are like simple terminologies, but you need to know what is a client and server. And we need to understand the HTTP protocols between the clients and server, because everything should be happen over the HTTP only. So without this we cannot get the information or we can request the information. Everything will be done on the HTTP request and the response between the client and server. A medium for the communication, especially a protocol for two systems to interact, are called as a HTTP communication protocol. A protocol to ask for required details from a server, and this could be in any form of format, like commonly called as a XML and the JSON. And server response are by sending the request, or we can call the response in any form of format, that may be XML or a JSON. And these are the two terminologies that we need to understand: the HTTP protocol request and the response. And let's go to the next slide. And REST architecture elements, four terminologies in the REST architecture elements, that is a resource. So generally a resource we call as an information which stored on the server, where client will get that information by hitting the HTTP request. So that is called as a resource. And the resource identifier is a, when we have a resources in place, we need to uniquely identify that resource. So to get that information, actually we need to have a URI. So using a URI, we can identify each different resources in a distinct way. And we need to represent the particular data, so that may be in the form of XML or HTML or a simple text. So these are representation, we will call it the representation, and representation metadata. So to get this URI, so once we hit this URI or once we hit this API, we need to provide some metadata or extra data to pass the request, so that we will get a respective response from that. So that is called as a representation and metadata. Four basic blocks of elements that for REST architecture that we required. And let's move on to the next. So these are the information on the simple explanation on the client server architecture, REST HTTP protocol and REST architecture elements. And now we have these prerequisites to configure in the Eclipse. I'm using the Eclipse IDE, where you can use IntelliJ also. Like these are the prerequisites that we required, like IDE. Like in my case, I'm using Eclipse, and we need a Java configure on our machine, and we need a TestNG. And under REST Assured, we need some dependencies. So dependencies like REST Assured, and we need a TestNG dependency and JSON simple. And these are the prerequisites that we required. So we'll kick start and we'll design, or we will configure entire project in our Eclipse. So let me open my Eclipse IDE. So once we are in Eclipse IDE, we need to go to the files, new, Under new we need to go to the project. So I need to create the other project. So let me go to the other area. So I'm picking up the Maven project as it's a simple and easy to build our project, where in Java project we need to import all the jars and we need to put, whereas in Maven we need to put only the dependencies which will directly contact of the Maven repository and get all the updated repository jars. So we need to click on next. Again we need to type for Apache. So in my case I'm not getting this all this artifacts and group ID. For you it will be getting right away. So you need to select archetype, in that the kickstart. So we need to select this Apache Maven archetype, so which is a Maven archetype kickstart 1.4. So once we select, click on next, and we need to provide the group ID and artifact ID. So I will be providing this as a REST project, and I will be copying and pasting the same for archetype as well, artifact ID, and click on finish. So here in the project explorer section, the project is been created, so which is a REST project. So let's wait for workspace to build. So I will go to the Chrome browser and will download all the respective dependencies from the Maven repository. So once you open any browser, type for MVN repository, and this is the link that we need to go. It is a Maven repository, and here I can type for testng initially, because we are designing the entire project in the testng. So testng, we need to select this testng and we need to pick the latest version, which is a 7.4.0, and copy this dependencies from here. Go to the Eclipse IDE, open the pom.xml. This is my pom.xml, and we don't need these many builds and plugins for now. So I've been removing all these plugins and builds from here, and we don't need this JUnit as well, and we need this to be in place, which is a testng, and we need a dependency of rest assured as well. So once you type the rest assured, and this is the one which is offered by io.rest assured. So we need to select this rest assured, and this is a logo of the company, which is a rest assured logo. So let me open the rest assured site as well, rest assured IO. So this is the site for rest assured, where you can find all the documentation and specifications and the docs and training materials from here, and this is the official logo of rest assured. And you can find the intro, news, and the release notes, docs. So everything you will find from here. So we have release notes till 4.2.0. Let's go to the Maven here, and this is a rest assured that we need to select. So once you click on this rest assured, and we have 4.3.3. I think 4.4 is not there available. Copy, and again go to this pom.xml, control paste, and we need again the JSON simple. So to handle the JSON data or JSON calls, so we need JSON simple. So JSON, and this JSON simple is offered by Google. So we need to select this JSON simple from here, and we need to select this 1.1.1 and copy this. Yeah, we have pasted all the dependencies in the pom.xml. So our entire project setup is done now. So we have created a Maven project, and we have imported all the required dependencies, which is a JSON simple and a rest assured dependency and testng dependency, as we are creating a testng with rest assured. So our configuration done. So in the next session we will be discussing on the test case writing on the different calls happening in the rest assured. I hope this session is useful for you. In case if you are new to my channel, do subscribe. Please do like, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.